Happy birthday, Gemini, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you a different type of reading. I'm going to be using my unicorn cards today because, in truth, ladies and gentlemen, some people believe unicorns were real, that they were horses. Even kids still see them today. If this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. Now, we're not going to focus on one specific area or aspect of your life. I'm just going to share with you whatever it is that the unicorns would like you to know from now, ladies and gentlemen, until the end of June. So it certainly gives you time with which to work with these whimsical images here that I'm about to show you here. So Spirit, unicorns, what is it that Geminis need to know for their highest good? And Geminis, we're going to start off with the overarching theme or motif that pervades your reading, okay? Then I'm just going to provide you with additional tidbits of information, okay? So let's go on and see here, and as I said, start off by just examining, Geminis, the overarching theme that appears to be pervading your reading. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on and select two cards for you guys here, okay? We have exercise. Oops, I'm sorry, select. We have imagine, and we have exercise here. So let's start off, ladies and gentlemen, with getting a better understanding of what the unicorns are telling you with that imagine card there. As the message reads, what would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true, Geminis? So it appears that you have a fervent wish that you'd like to come into fruition between now and June. And this card is giving you a strong indication that, Gemini, it is possible, okay? And the unicorns want you to think of a wish or imagine a wish that you'd like to, that you feel has the potential to come true, and to embrace faith, and to act as if whatever it is that you're imagining, okay, has already materialized, okay? And then with this exercise card there that you have, the unicorns want you to take some time out each day, particularly during this time period in question, and to run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body, okay? Because this certainly will give you more energy, as well as, ladies and gentlemen, more happiness. And when you do more physical things, ladies and gentlemen, this is certainly going to help you rise to a higher spiral, which is what many of you want to do, right? Okay. So let's go on and select another card here, and just to get more details into your reading or gain more insight here. Okay. What is this deck here? I have the wrong deck. Alright. So our next card, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm looking for my here. I have so many decks up here, it's crazy. You are gifted, ladies and gentlemen. So the unicorns are indicating, Geminis, that you have very, very, very keen memory abilities. You are very creative, but it seems that it's a lot of people who's jealous of you, and it's no fault of your own, and you can't continuously worry about what people think, or you'll never succeed in life here, okay? Spirit says what really is key is that you're finishing up something that you've started. So if you started a project, or if you've been in an existing romantic situation, finish it up, okay? Let's go on and pull our next card here, Geminis, and see what other messages that Spirit would like you to know. or the unicorns. We have love from your parents, okay? And this card is saying, no matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. And I feel that, and I'm going to use a bit more of some of my mediumship abilities in order to kind of help you guys out there, because I do feel that a few of you perhaps have lost your parents and you've been dying for a message. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go on and just give you a message. And this is going to be a message that both your parents, okay, or if only one is deceased, then it will be coming from that person, of course. But still, your living parents, just know that they love you. And so what I'm going to do now is to give you additional messages from those of you who have lost your parents, just as I have, okay, to see what messages that they like to share. Okay, I'm going to select 6 cards here, okay, to give you messages that the departed loved one would like you to know. Okay, then after doing so, I'm going to pull 20 letters from my bag to kind of give you some indication whether, of the persons that's expressing it. Okay, and the person could be living or dead here. So, okay, Spirit, bring forth messages from deceased parents to share with the Geminis. Okay, let's start off, Geminis. We have your relatives, if both parents are deceased, they want you to know that their minds are free. Free. If it's just one person, of course, this refers to just one person. Next message. Your parents want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that life is a series of choices. Choose love rather than hate. Next message. They want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that as a soul, they can certainly be in several places at one time here. So all you have to do is reach out and call for them, and to know, ladies and gentlemen, that you are never alone. Next message. They also want you to know that they see all your thoughts here. And don't be alarmed, because they're not looking at your thoughts to judge you. You have free will, so they cannot interfere with your free will. Next message. They are so much better now. So I'm getting a strong indication that perhaps your parents might have had a lot of health issues while living. And they want you to know they are jumping for joy and they are happy. And let's pull 2 more messages, ladies and gentlemen. They also want you to know, Geminis, that there's no such thing as death. Okay? Just because you know that the person's physical body is hard for you to see, the soul still exists. And last message with these cards is, they're saying that they were met by so many people. So I'm kind of getting an indication that a lot of relatives preceded them, and some of them may have lost children here that I'm getting as well. And it was a warm embrace, a homecoming event for them when they did finally get there. So let's go on and continue with our reading, ladies and gentlemen. And what I'm going to do now is to just give you a few final messages here in closing. Well, I'll give you 2 messages here. So our first message today, our next message is simplicity. So Spirit wants you to put your energy into the basic and let go of excess. Okay, so I'm getting an indication that you might be kind of focusing on too many things, and Spirit is saying you need to focus on what you really know best, because it seems like you're dabblers here, because you get bored so easily. Okay, so this card is asking you or telling you it's time to clean up. It could be your room that's messy, your office, your closet, or just to let go of a toxic romantic or work situation that's you've outgrown. Spirit wants you to take your time with things. Take things one day at a time, ladies and gentlemen, because that's going to be to your benefit if you do, and to try to make some effort to think outside of the box here. Okay, so let's go on and pull one last card here. We have, wow, try something new. As I said, think outside of the box. You only know that you can do something if you try, Gemini. And Spirit is saying it's time that you stop doing the same things over and over and study. You know, it just, maybe you might want to study something you always wanted to do. You could join a class or just something different, you know, that even changing your routine and how you go about in your romantic situation. Okay. Now, I did say I would give you some indication of the spirits that were coming through there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull 20 letters from this bag here. Okay. And it could possibly spell, it could be a nickname of your mom or dad or a relative, someone that you felt, you know, was like a parent to you. And it may not necessarily spell out the whole name, but it will give you some indication of the spirits that came through. So let's go on and select 20 letters here, Gemini. Okay. We have, and sometimes what I found out in these readings, sometimes if you also have another deceased loved one, sometimes they would come through as well. So I don't know who's going to actually come through in terms of the letters here, but let's go on and see. We have an O, ladies and gentlemen, a T, another T, okay. We have a W, an N, we have a P, Geminis, an E, okay, another E, an N. Let's see how many we have so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so Geminis, I'm going to select 11 more letters, okay? We have an A, an I, an I, an O. We have a D, Geminis, another G, okay. We have a C. We need 4 more letters. Spirit, 4 more letters. We have an O, Geminis. We have a V, an A, and last but not least, Geminis, we have a Y. Okay, so those are the 20 letters, Geminis, for you. I'll call them back real quickly to ensure that everyone has them. There are 2 T's. There are 2 N's, 3 O's, 2 A's, 2 I's, Geminis, 2 E's. We have a W, a V, a P, a Y, C, D, and the last letter we have is a J. All right. So, Geminis, in conclusion, what I'd like to do now is just to share with you a few final messages on what you can do to embrace a bit more love and resilience into your situation here, and all other types of idealism, okay? So, Spirit, give me a few final messages here to share with Geminis. Gemini, should you wish to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule and or to purchase there. On my website, there's currently a $15 coupon which you can use to apply to any of the readings there or to one more customized. So, Spirit, give me 4 final messages to share with Geminis for their highest good. Okay, let's see what we have. Spirit wants you to love your fear. Do not confront it in hopes of facing it down. And please don't try to crush it. Your fear mind is not attacking you. It's trying to get your attention so you can show it some love. Any response to your fear that is not compassionate, it's really just hostility, which would only jack up the fear. Understand that compassion breaks every vicious cycle. Okay? Spirit also wants you, Gemini, to aim for transmutation. Consider burning all that's not aligned with the deep truth of you, the pursuits, the identities, the status. Throw it into the flames of loving surrender. And if all goes to divine plan, you might be unrecognizable on the other side of this fire, as Airy Phoenix says. Next message. Melt it with love. See people, Geminis, in the events of today with a loving gaze, which is to say, melt your doubts with the benefit of love. And last message today, Geminis. Ask your heart what it wants to tell your mind.